Hello everyone, my name is Patricia Pritz and I am the Vice President of Sales at Agiloft. Thank you for joining our 2016 Spring Release webinar. I am delighted to introduce the latest additions to our Agile business software platform. Agiloft has brought agility to the business operations of some of the world's largest and most sophisticated organizations, from global contract management at a top 3 biotech company, to idle service desk at Texas A&M University, to compliance management at one of the world's largest energy companies. Agiloft is used for many applications in addition to service desk and contract management. Organizations of all sizes continue to adopt Agiloft to manage their business processes, and our partner network is growing. People are taking notice. In 2015, Agiloft won the Infotech Analyst Award for Service Desk Software for the 3rd year in a row. Capterra's award is the leading contract management vendor, and PC Magazine's Editor's Choice Award for contract management software. In addition, Agiloft is one of the highest rated products on software review sites such as Capterra and TrustRadius. Let's take a quick preview look at some of what you will see in the demonstration today. An enhancement that improves ease of use across the board, whether you're using Agiloft for service desk, contract management, or any workflow, is Quick Edit. It's a big time saver, enabling edits right from a table view. Requested by our help desk customers are integrations with Bomgar and Rescue by LogMeIn, resulting in faster ticket resolution. The new drag and drop interface allows files to be added quickly and efficiently. An enhancement of field visibility in forms allows use of multiple conditions. At one top global biotech company, Agiloft's contract management solution is being rolled out across 50 countries. Complex requirements led to several of the enhancements that we will demonstrate today, such as OCR actions, redlining, Word to PDF conversion, PDF merge, and tiered admin access. This is just a partial list of numerous enhancements, some of which we will show you today. I'd like to note that all of these improvements are driven by your needs. We listen to your feedback and use this information to drive our product enhancements. Please enter questions using the webinar pop-up and we will follow the demonstration with a Q&A session. Next, I would like to introduce Craig Gordon, one of our expert implementation specialists, who will be providing the demonstration.
Thanks, Pat. Let me just take presenter here. Okay. We're going to start this demo with the enhancements relevant to all users and then move on to cover the admin level only changes later. Let's start with Quick Edit, a feature we use a lot internally to speed up record processing. This feature was requested by many of our customers concerned with ticket turnover speed. So here in support cases, I've enabled Quick Edit for summary, status, and assigned person. Now I can update those fields directly on the table view for different records. So I'll update this one. Update this one, and we'll update this one. Here I'm going to click Save. Now clicking Save, saving an individual change is just the same as saving a record. You can see on these others my changes are in red text. That lets me know I've made a change but haven't saved it yet. And in those cases I can save all the changes all at once just by coming up to the action bar and clicking Save Changes here. Saving a field change to a record acts like a normal record save, and all the relevant automation is triggered. Now, if you're concerned about your less sophisticated user groups getting confused by Quick Edit, don't worry. There are multiple levels of permission controls. Group permissions control which groups are allowed to use Quick Edit on an individual table basis, like on support cases here. Field options control whether specific fields are ever available for Quick Edit. So here priority is never going to be available. And finally, the table view determines which of the editable fields are available. So I can edit my view here, and where I have assigned person, I can uncheck the Quick Edit column. Notice it's grayed out for most of the other columns. Click Finish, and now the pencil icon is gone from assigned person, and I can no longer edit that in the table view. Now if we open up one of these records, we can immediately see one of our other enhancements, the drag and drop ability for attached files. This is a general quality of life enhancement, especially when dealing with uploading multiple files at once. So let me drag this screen over. I'm going to select a bunch of these files and just drag them into this field here. We're going to see a bit more of this in just a minute as I come back to deal with the other file fields later. Now, along with efficiency, security is a top concern, and we have added several methods to secure user access to the system. We've expanded the range of user single sign-on methods with built-in support for SAML and OAuth 2.0, Spengo, and Shibboleth. These allow easy integration with a wide range of identity access management solutions and any product which supports SAML. For example, RSA recently certified Agiloft against its Via Access product. Next, we've added support for two-factor authentication using Google Authenticator or SMS messaging. As always with Agiloft, you can customize the security settings to fit your exact needs. So on the Setup menu here under Setup, Access, Two-Factor Authentication, you can choose which groups need to provide two-factor authentication and whether they need to provide it every time they log in or just the first time from a particular device. The first time that a two-factor authentication user tries to log in, the screen provides instructions to set up Google Authenticator, and an SMS message is sent to their cell phone with the secret key. So here I have it set up that the admin user requires two-factor authentication. I'm going to click OK. Here's my little pop-up asking me for my code. I open that on my phone and type it in, and now I'm logged in. If you haven't used Google Authenticator before, here's a screenshot of what it looks like from my phone. It's a pretty simple interface. Just open it up and it gives you the code and it resets every minute. All right. Now the next several enhancements deal with attached files. So I'm going to go back to our open record here. And these are in response to requests from both our service desk and contract management customers. So now I'm going to pull over my screen again. First I'm going to take a Word file and I'm going to put that in our inbound attachments here. And then I'm going to take this PDF file and drag that over here. All right. Now the first enhancement is converting Word files into PDF files. This uses Word's built-in API, but don't worry if you're running on Linux, as we also have built-in support to access a Windows server that has Word running. Having hit the action button, we now have the PDF version of our Word file, streamlining the steps to produce the deliverable version of a contractor document. Making use of that same Word API connection, we've improved the Agiloft redlining action, so the comparison is being done directly by Word, just as if you compared the documents manually. So here's our redline document. I can open this up, pull that over, and you see there's the redlining just in Word as if we had done it manually, and all I did was simply remove the words, "Thanks, Pat." Now our next enhancement in this set is merging multiple PDF and Word files into a single PDF. The PDF merge will take files from up to 4 different attached file fields and merge them into a single document. It can also grab the files from a related table, such as contract documents or completed forms. Now the PDF merge is a native action type in Agiloft, so it can be used within an if-then-else rule to automatically generate the right document in every set of circumstances. If I open up the merge we just did, you can see there's our webinar script starting at the top, and as I scroll down, we get to our hosted service agreement later on. That was the Word document I had attached and the PDF. Now our last enhancement in this block is to how we handle optical character recognition, OCR. The new OCR action type lets the optical character recognition be triggered by an action button or a rule, so the user session is not held up while trying to upload a file. This also allows the OCR to run on imported files or be triggered from a mass edit. I'm going to click cancel here and go back to our table view. Our next enhancement helps when you're running off to a meeting and you need a quick spreadsheet with what we're looking at right now with this table view. You could always print the table view, but if you wanted an Excel file, you have to do an export. So let's do that. I'm going to select all of the records, come to Actions, select Export, going to my desktop, local hard drive, select Excel as the format. Now it used to be that on the Options tab here, you'd have to manually select the fields, the columns you wanted to include, as well as the order you want to include them in. So we can drag and drop to change the order here. Now instead of doing that manually each time you want to do an export, you can just select a particular view. And so some of our users have set up a sort of fixed export view that they know they're going to use every time. Here I'm just going to select the default staff view, which is the one we were using. So you come to options, you just say here's the view, click finish, and then it generates your file. So as soon as it finishes the file, there we go. Now I can open it up. So I'm opening the Excel file, and there we go. You can see that's exactly what we were looking at before. Same column, same order, and we're ready to take the file off to our meeting. Now we're going to touch on some of the admin level specific enhancements. So I'm going to enter the setup area for this table. This is actually our first enhancement in this area, the table level admins. This was requested by customers using Agiloft for multiple applications across multiple departments or divisions. The table level admin might be the support administrator, for example, in charge of the help desk and related functions, but with only staff access to sales or contract management. Notice I don't have any general setup up here. I also don't have any setup access to change requests. I only have setup to support cases and surveys down here. Now for the next enhancement, I'm going to go to the Conversion tab. Conversion is used to create a new record from an existing record, like creating an FAQ from a support case or a user from a lead. We now allow multiple conversion mappings between pairs of tables. So you can see here there are two mappings from support cases to the document table. So for example, you might want to create an FAQ based on a good answer to a common question, or you might want to create a request for a new how-to document to be drafted. Now we're going to touch on a couple of enhancements for the general admins. We now have built-in support for Python scripting and automatically install Python with Agiloft. For example, we use the AWS Python API to build out all our automation on Amazon. Finally, in response to customers with large and complex access permission requirements, we've enhanced our group management interface so that admin level users can most efficiently manage permission groups. Let's walk through some of those settings now. So the non-table specific permissions for groups have all been moved to this first General tab. The Table tab now displays significantly more information about what permissions that group has for each table. I can also select multiple tables here if I wanted to, and using the action bar, I can copy those permissions to or from other groups. If we want to use a development group as an example, this makes it very easy to set up a dev group and then copy the permissions out to your normal users when new features are ready to go live. If we edit the permissions for a table, that brings up the remainder of the tabs in a new pop-up window. And that ends the technical presentation portion. But if I might end this section on a personal note, it has been very satisfying to work with both IT departments and business users on increasingly complex projects over the past 7 years, and to see how their needs have been integrated into the development roadmap and rolled out to all of our customers. We've increased the power and flexibility of the system while actually making it easier to use and administer.
Well, thank you very much, Craig. Thank you everyone for attending, and thank you for your questions. We hope that Agiloft continues to serve you and your company with excellence. We look forward to working with you in the future. Bye, everyone.